Hi, this is Jim Newcomb in 7LDO with Lito Radio Products. And today we're going to mount the LMAX 2.0 into this Ford F-150, really popular vehicle. And the LMAX 2.0 has adjustable height. It'll handle up to 8 pounds in weight, low vibration, and has a quick release base. Designed for heavier transceivers like the FT-891, IC705, and also if you want to mount multiple devices onto a mount, this is the one for you. The challenge with the Ford F-150 is the seat bolt, and the seat bolt is recessed. And so what we're going to do is go over how to install the LMAX 2.0 into the Ford F-150. That'll be the first part of the video. Second part of the video, we're going to show you how to install many of the popular control heads that are out on the market today. Okay, so what we're going to do, first step, is to go ahead and install that LMAX 2.0 into the F-150 and show you how to address the seat bolt situation. Okay, let's get it installed. All right, so we got step one, and step one is to locate the bolt that we're going to attach the LMAX 2.0 to in this Ford F-150. So this is on the passenger side. Same thing is applicable on the driver's side. So you'll see this cover right here. It's got a little flap on it. And underneath this cover is our seat bolt that we're going to attach the LMAX 2.0 to. So you just take a flat blade screwdriver and you remove the cover like that, and you'll see there's our bolt. This is the bolt we're going to attach the LMAX to. And the issue, it's kind of hard to see in the video, is it's recessed. So we've got a procedure that will enable us to attach the LMAX 2.0 to a recessed seat bolt. Okay, so let's grab the LMAX and get it attached. All right, so here's our bolt here, and we're going to completely pull that bolt out, and we're going to install our LMAX 2.0 base. And what you'll find is the standard bolt is too short for the Ford F-150 in regards to our LMAX base. Need a longer bolt, so we include a longer bolt. So on the LMAX 2.0 package for the Ford F-150, it's a bit different. We've added a couple parts to make this work for the F-150 users. So we add the longer bolt, and then we also add an extra cylinder. And later in the video, you'll see why we need the extra cylinder. So the way it works is you select the bracket that you want. This comes with 3 different brackets. So if the bolt comes from the floorboard straight up like this F-150, we're going to use this bracket here. On some vehicles, you got the bolt actually comes out at an angle, and so we offer these brackets for those vehicles. Okay, so first step you're going to do is you're going to find your the bracket that you're going to need, and you're going to assemble it to one of the cylinders. So the way that works is we're going to run the bolt down through here, attach this cylinder here, and then we've got our stabilizing foot, which is a new item. And stabilizing foot is great for those devices that are really heavy, like the FT-891 or IC705. It's going to take a lot of the wobble out because those are really heavy, and so it takes a substantial amount to hold those vehicles, to hold those transceivers. So once we run the bolt, or the bolt through, we're going to run the nut onto the bolt like this. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And I pre-assembled one, tightened it up to save time, and what the pre-assembled one looks like is it looks like this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the extra cylinder and we're going to put it over the bolt, so that will give us a platform so that we can attach our seat bolt underneath that bolt. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that. So the next step is to fully remove this bolt, which I'm going to do, and I will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've completely removed the bolt, and now we're going to attach our cylinder right here with this bolt. And so what we're going to do is the hollow side of the cylinder is going to go down towards the base of the vehicle, and we're going to attach the bolt along with a washer on the top, and this is where our seat bolt mount is going to slide under, and we're going to tighten this bolt down onto that seat bolt. So the first step is we're going to attach the cylinder to the vehicle. So we run the bolt through the cylinder, and now we're going to attach that to the vehicle. So I'm going to tighten that down, and I will be right back. All right, so I've tightened up the bolt a bit, left it up some so I can show you how to attach the bracket underneath the bolt. But as you can see now, we've built a platform so we can slide the bracket underneath the bolt and secure it. So what we're going to do is just slide the bracket underneath the washer like that. And the stabilizing foot I pre-set up at a 90-degree angle, and I found that it's the best the best angle in regards to the F-150, because you're going to find the floorboard is actually has a rise in it in this section, and so you want to take advantage of that, and so we can adjust our stabilizing foot onto the higher portion instead of going down at an angle. So if you set it up at a 40 or 90-degree angle, you'll find you'll have success in really having a rock solid base for your LMAX 2.0. So now we're just gonna tighten up the rest of the bolt. I'm gonna hold this down so it doesn't move out of place. All right. Okay, and so on the stabilizing foot, it comes with a nut. Once you get it all the way down to where you want it, to where you have a really nice rock solid base, you can put the nut down on it so it doesn't loosen up. It also has a rubber cover, so it won't rip your leg up if somebody does run across your seat bolt bracket. And you can see that's really rock solid, and so it's going to really give us a good supporting base for our LMAX 2.0. And the LMAX 2.0 is going to fit over this cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that attaches right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's attach the lower portion of the LMAX to the cylinder. And basically the way the LMAX works is it's got a cylinder here. This is the female portion, and of course the cylinder we just installed is the male portion. And you're just going to slide that cylinder over, and then it's got a tightening lever here. You can adjust the tightening lever with this this bolt, and so you can get it as tight as you want. Basically, the way it works, you're going to slide it over that cylinder, and then you're going to push down on the lever, and you find that's really secure. That base is not going anywhere. So anyway, that's how you would attach the lower portion of the LMAX to your Ford F-150. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at some of the more popular remote heads and how to attach them to the LMAX. We're going to show you how the height adjustment works as well. Okay, so that's the end of the installation portion of the LMAX 2.0 base, and now we're going to cover some of the more popular remote heads. All right, so we've got our LMAX 2.0 attached to this vehicle, this F-150, and so I want to take a minute to cover some of my favorite features of the LMAX 2.0. Down at the base down here, we can adjust the angle of the lower arm. So we just release this knob, and so we can get the angle that we want for our vehicle. Once you get it where you want it, just tighten the knob back down. And we can also adjust this arm, the angle of this arm, the upper arm, by turning this knob. Once we get it where we want it, just tighten it up. And these joints have teeth, so they're not just a friction fit, so they'll hold a lot of weight. We can also adjust the height of the LMAX 2.0 from 15 inches to 23 inches. So there's a tightening lever here, just release it, and we can adjust the height anywhere from 15 to 23 inches. We can also adjust the angle that we want. So when we get the angle that we want, we just hit the tightening lever and lock it into place. One of the cool things about the LMAX that I like is that you can release the base just by flipping one lever, and the whole thing comes out. So what this allows you to do is you can buy another base for another vehicle. So you can take this LMAX 2.0, put it in another vehicle, or maybe you have a passenger in the car. Maybe you just want to take it out because it's in the way. You can quickly do that. Just put it back over the cylinder and lock it into place. And those are the cool features of the LMAX 2.0 that I like. Now let's cover some installations for some of the more popular remote heads that are out there on the market. All right, so we've gone over the installation instructions on how to attach the LMAX 2.0 onto the Ford F-150 and a few of my favorite features that the LMAX 2.0 has. And now I'm going to show you how to attach two very popular radios. One is the FTM-510 and the other is the FT-891. And we're going to use our EXT07 to attach both control heads and both microphones to the LMAX 2.0. So basically the way it works is we've got two 5mm attachments on the mount, and they sit on swivels, so you can swivel the control head to get the perfect view of your device. So we're going to take this off, and we're going to screw this into the back of the control head. And on the FTM series as well as the FT-891, they have a hole in the back, and that's threaded for a 5mm screw. So these have actually 5mm screws. We're just going to screw this into the back of the control head. And I'm going to select the center portion for this, actually the upper portion, I'm sorry. But you can set it up however you want. If you want the FTM-891 on top, you can, or FT-891 on top, you can do that. If you want the FTM-510 in the middle, you can do that as well. So we're just going to tighten that up. So now we have the FTM-510 attached, and we can swivel the control head to get the perfect view. And we're going to do the FT-891 same way. So we're just going to attach this piece into the back of the FT-891, which also takes a 5mm screw. So that's attached. We're just going to snap it onto the center part here, and we're going to tighten the ring. Okay, so now we have both control heads attached. The way we're going to attach it to the LMAX 2.0 is in the center of the extension bracket. There's a hole, and it's threaded. It's threaded for a 1/4-20, which is what's on the end of the LMAX 2.0. So we're just going to take and thread this onto the mount. Probably easier if you don't install the control heads first. Anyway, I wanted to show you how the control heads can be attached. So then we can adjust it to get the angle that we want. Set these up so they're a little more straight. Good there. And we take our microphone, attach it there, attach it there. Okay, so now we've got a mounting system for our FTM-510, our FT-891, and our two microphones, and they're on a substantial mount that will support both control heads and both microphones. Okay, if you do have any questions, please get a hold of me. I'm Jim Newcomb, and I can be reached at Jim at lidoradio.com. And these can be purchased at www.lidoradio.com. Okay, thank you for your time.